Hi, it's Jeanette from Far Forest Ceramics based in the UK. Do you like testing? Do you like test tiles? Or do you like seeing the results without all the work of doing them? Well, I'm one of those people who loves doing testing, and yeah, I know, I'm sad. And I share all my tests on my Instagram page, and also I do videos of my test tiles. So this is an intro that you'll see at the beginning of many of my test tile videos, and just skip past this if you've already seen this intro. There's nothing new in it. But basically, I do my test tiles and I do them on a stoneware white Millennium clay, usually as a baseline, and then I'm trying some speckled clays as well. I use mainly Mako, Amico and Spectrum glazes and combinations of, and I have an Instagram page called Far Forest Ceramics Glaze Tests. It has a search facility on there. So in Instagram, if you just type in #FFC_, that stands for Far Forest Ceramics, and then just the name of an Amico or a Mako or Spectrum glaze. If I've been testing it, it'll all come up. So for example, Celadon Bloom, it would be #FFC_Celadon Bloom. And then you'll see all my test tiles that I've made using that specific glaze. So I find that my way very useful to find, a glaze that maybe I want to use up, or I've got this on the shelf, what can I do with it? And it just reminds me of some combinations maybe I have tested but haven't tried on a piece before. So that's on my Instagram page. But then I also had somebody asking me, can you put something on YouTube? So what I'll try and do now with every batch that comes out the kiln, I am trying to do a little mini video. So on both Instagram and YouTube, I'll share with you both the pre-fired image so you can see the glaze application, number of coats, what glazes I used, what I fired to, what clay body it was, and yeah, everything that you might need to know. Hopefully this helps. Thank you. Bye-bye. First up with the blue tones, I'm loving this. This is on my white Millennium clay and it is number 736. I have done 3 coats of Amico's Honey Flux all over, then added blue rutile, 2 coats at the top. That is so lovely. But I wanted to see what did this look like on my flecked clay body. So this is on my stoneware fleck, and this is on, it's like a toasted fleck. So this is my CM1067, this is my normal stoneware fleck, and this is the 3 of them all together. And what I love is that each of them have turned out brilliant. I like how the texture has a bit of darkness showing through. It's not too many runs, so it's controllable. I really like that. I'm going to try that on something. Very nice. A test on my 1067 stoneware fleck, the toasted one, and this is just 2 coats of soft white. Wanted to see how it worked in texture and on the clay body. Not really sure. I think maybe 1 coat would be nice to try. Because what I want to do is some pieces showing the bare clay and just a bit of a glaze, so I think I'll just try 1 coat on something. This is interesting. This is on my stoneware white-bodied clay, no flecks, number 688. And this is 3 coats of Amico Toasted Sage all over, with 1 coat of Honey Flux all over. And then I have done stripes on top of that, 2 coats of each. So Amico Textured Turquoise at the top, Amico Blue Rutile in the middle, and Amico Midnight Rain in the middle. Can't see the stripes, it's got the same effect all over. Not sure what I'm thinking of it. But I then tried that on my stoneware fleck. And look at the different result there. How crazy. This I really like. This I'm not enjoying so much. And it's exactly the same on both. How weird is that it actually just has completely different reactions. So I will try this on the stoneware fleck. Yeah, that's interesting. Ever had a glaze you don't really like? Well, this is one of mine. This is Mako's Robin's Egg on my stoneware white. 2 coats, quite thick 2 coats, and then I put a coat of River Birch on the top half. It's not really done an awful lot. It's still got that matte finish. Nah, not loving it. But then I also tried it on the fleck, the stoneware fleck, not the toasty one, and that's got a very nice reaction. Now this I would do again. It's actually got a gloss on it, and this one I don't like. Why is that? This is just the toasted. This is just the plain stoneware fleck. I like how the texture's gone. I love this effect here. Not liking this, but exactly the same glaze combination. Oh, liking this. This is a nice soft tone. So this is on my Millennium White clay body. This is all over 3 coats of Mako Birch with 2 coats of Mako Capri Blue just at the top section. I tried this also on the Flecked clay body, and more blues have come out on that. Controlled drips on the stoneware fleck, but it's run an awful lot on the white Millennium clay body. And that's beautiful tones on there. Very nice. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. On my stoneware fleck, oh, look at these colours here. So this is 3 coats of Honey Flux, Amako Honey Flux. 3 coats of Amako Rainforest on the top. I love that on the Honey Flux. I also tried that on the Flecked stoneware. Beautiful as well. And then I also tried it on the toasted Flecked stoneware. That's a winner. I will definitely be doing that one again. Very, very nice. Now this is a very nice surprise. I have done in the past a base of snow, Amako snow, with Amako textured turquoise over the top. Somebody suggested, what do they look like the other way around? Well, this is the other way around. So this is all over with Amako textured turquoise, and then just the top, 2 coats of snow at the top. I like that. Doesn't show the texture through very much, but that is very nice. I might try that on a piece. Now I'm struggling with Amako Junebug. I'm not really getting the effect I was hoping for. So this is for heavy coats, and I've left a good gap in the kiln around it, and it wasn't near the peepholes, and it had a hot cone 6. Not so nice. I've tried it on the stoneware fleck. It's got a little bit more of the metallic finish in it, much more than the Millennium, but no. Still haven't mastered that one. Any tips? I'd really appreciate it. Ooh, nice. It's a runner though. So this is 3 coats of Amako Obsidian, covered completely all the way down to the bottom with 3 coats of Amako Seaweed. That's running a lot, but look at that detail there. That's gorgeous. Then I tried it on the stoneware fleck, not the toasted. Not quite as blue, more green on there. Very interesting glaze combo though. This is on the stoneware Millennium white clay, 3 coats of Amako Obsidian, and then River Birch, 2 coats to here, Amako River Birch, and then a further coat higher up. So literally, actually no, 3 coats, 2 coats, 1 coat. Step the River Birch back. Could have stepped it back even further. This is on the stoneware fleck as well. It's nice, but I prefer others, I think. Now, this is 655, and I'm loving this. I'm sure you can guess what this is. It's quite a tried and tested one that a few people have done. I've just never tried it. It is in bands going on with slight overlaps. I've got textured turquoise, Amako textured turquoise, 2 coats at the top, Smoky Merlot, 2 coats in the middle, Amako Smoky Merlot, and Amako Obsidian at the bottom, 2 coats. I like that. I will definitely try that one. Very nice. And that's the end of the blues and greens.